how to take real estate photos without any equipment besides a tripod and your phone.
Roll the intro.
Wow! So, today I'm going to be bringing you a tutorial series on real estate photography. You're going to need your phone, you're going to need a tripod, and you're going to need a mobile tripod mount so that you can have your mobile on the tripod. Now all you need to do is go into your phone settings, make sure all the settings are put on to the highest resolution you possibly can. Make sure that your images are getting saved in a RAW format. This is going to help you later on in our editing software. Now, one of the main concerns that we have while shooting real estate photography is our lighting. How do we make our room lighten without having a flash? Now, there's a couple things you can do, like opening the curtains, turning the lights on, opening the doors, allowing as much possible light into the property as you possibly can. Now, there will be a couple issues along the way, like for instance, you have a dark room, but there's a door behind the dark room and the sun is just blowing everything out through that door. So you're going to need to play around with these settings and kind of get your optimal settings, but I'm going to give you the roundabout basic settings that you're going to need in order to allow for enough light to come into your camera as possible without a flash. You need to shoot in manual mode. And manual mode is going to give us the options and settings that we need. We're going to be working with ISO, aperture, f-stop, and shutter speed. Okay, so your ISO you want to put about to 800. You don't want to go more than that because then your image gets a little bit of grain in it. You want to drop your f-stop all the way down to about 7.1. You don't really want to go higher than that. You don't really want to go lower than that. Your f-stop is going to determine, our amount of focus and also the amount of light that our aperture allows. Our shutter speed now is the amount of time your shutter stays open and closed. Okay, so obviously the longer it stays open for, the lighter your photo is going to be. This shutter stays open too long, your whole image will be blown out. For instance, if you go and put your camera on bulb mode and you go and take a photo of the sun and you leave that shutter open, that sun will destroy your sensor. So that's how sensitive the sensor is. I don't really suggest taking photos of the sun, but if you want to prove my theory, go ahead and try it. Let me know in the comments below. So our shutter speed, you want to put it around 1 second. That is going to give us a decent amount of time for our light to be captured. And now this is obviously going to depend on the property that you're shooting and the color light battle that you're dealing with in your current situation. Obviously every situation is different, therefore every setting is going to be different. So you want to play around from 1 to about 15 of a second. That's going to allow for a nice shutter speed to allow for quite a bit of light. And you want to keep your phone horizontal and on a tripod, straight, level, about hip height. Anything higher than that, you're going to have to turn your perspective down. Your angles are going to be off. It's not going to look very good. So like I was saying, a high ISO of 800, a f-stop of 7.1, no higher than that, and a shutter speed of 1 to 15th of a second. And that should give you the results that you're looking for. You're going to be dealing with open doors, big windows that are allowing light that are going to be blowing out. Maybe your half the room, it does not look good, so you want the half that does look good, and therefore you limited to only 50% of your angles that you would normally be available to. There's couches in your way, there's TV stands, there's bookshelves, blah 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 blah. The things that can go wrong are never ending. But just for the sake of this tutorial, we're focusing on the technical aspect of it, and that's just the settings in order to accomplish the good lighting.
Peace. Wow.